Mid-Engine Squad. It's your boy 214 Fierro Guy coming back with a brand new video. So in today's video, we are going to be back on the Fusion. If you're not following me up on YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, or Instagram, please do so at 214 Fierro Guy. And if you have not, what have you been waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that bell and triple smash that like button for your boy. And also, please hit the hype button for your boy, because you already know what it is. We are up out here today. So yeah, this windshield wiper car. So I know I've actually had like a lot of people talk to me about that on other forums about the windshield wiper car. Why is it so hard to find things? You know, what to look for, you know, what do I need, everything. And so with that right there being said, more so, you probably need to go to the junkyard, because trying to find things for the windshield wiper car, trying to locate stuff online, they're gonna be, you know, overcharging you $6, $7 for some screws, things like that. You don't really necessarily have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real with y'all. You really don't have to do that. I just think more so, I just think that if you just go to the junkyard, kind of see on what type of cars that are there as far as Fusions, you know, in your year and area, more so this 2011 style. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like 2009 to like 2013 or something like that. So to be, you know, to actually see that. And so I just think that with that right there being said, I think that you'll be able to find what you're looking for. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get this hood popped so I can show y'all what has been done and what needs to be done. So let's get inside this car. Yeah, so all right, y'all, so as what I was saying, you see, as you can tell, like right here, right? So let's get a little closer. See that hole right there? Okay, you actually need these. And what these right here are anchors. And so with these anchors, this right here is going to be what's holding in your screw. Now, when you do go to the junkyard, y'all, the main deal on what I was saying earlier was that these screws that's inside of here are always broken. Now, I don't really know on what the issue is with that, but they are always broken. Or, you know, it seems like someone has been screwing on them too long or something. And so that's the reason why I was saying, if you can go to the junkyard and find these with your windshield wiper car, I would definitely tell you to do so, because that's really the only way you're gonna really find these. Now, like I said before, you know, you can actually do these right here on, you know what I'm saying, on eBay/Amazon, but you're gonna be spending some money for these. Or also too, if you're talking about going to the wrecking yard, I mean talking about going to the to like the Ford dealership. Ford dealership has these too, but I'm not spending a lot of money for these. So definitely, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into the video. I just wanted to just kind of go over that with y'all, because I know some people, I know they wondering on how to fix that, and you know, I'm not really worried about it no more, things like that, and that's cool, that's fine. But at the same time too, let's be a little bit realistic. You need to have this on your car, especially, you know what I'm saying, you know, you talking about getting water on your floor, you talking about anything in that area, or, you know, so definitely find your screws, and you should be okay. If you can find some really good screws, I would definitely tell you to do that as well. So definitely. All right, y'all, so I think another deal is being able to find some really good side paneling for the side of the car, where your windshield wiper coil is. And so the main deal is to having these pieces right here on there and not broken, you know. So definitely, y'all. So I don't know, as y'all can tell, my windshield wiper car is broke and cracked all the way down. And so that's why I say that it was time to replace it, because right there in the middle, if you can't see, it's a big old hole. It ain't supposed to be no hole in your windshield wiper car. So all right, y'all, so these right here is gonna be all the tools you need to put on your windshield wiper car. So first, you need a small flathead, super small, so it can also fit in your screws and also take your covers off your windshield wipers at the bottom. Next, you actually need like a star socket right there. Then you also need a 1.5. Well, I'm pretty sure that right there is more like a 10, but I think it's like 1.5 socket wrench. You need a upper socket wrench right here, and you need a regular socket wrench as well to get the bolt off. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, one more thing I had forgot to note. Up here at the top, make sure that you don't have no cracks or anything in the windshield wiper car you get from the junkyard or from Amazon or wherever you get it from, more so from the junkyard, y'all. And just make sure it ain't got no cracks up at the front, because this right here is where it's gonna be lining up at the back. So definitely. Also, we're gonna end up doing this. Now, the thing is about my anchor jaw, I had to actually take those off because they had broken in half. I don't know if you could tell by the hole, but they actually had broken on me. So definitely. All right, y'all, so this right here is going to be screw 1 right here. This right here is a real simple and easy task, y'all. This right here is not too hard. So this right here is going to end up being number 2 right here. How you doing it? Just unscrewing it with that star-like socket. That'll be number 2. Okay. Then you're gonna end up taking your small flathead, okay. Then you're just gonna come right here where the bottom of your windshield wiper arm is and just pop open these right here. And so the other one, you probably have to go up on top and pop it open, because like this, just like that, and it should pop right open. Now, when you are putting this right here back on, it is going to be a hook right here to where you will know on where it goes, which is right there. Okay. So let's go get this one out the way. Can I go your other? Put these over here so I won't lose them. Okay. All right. So next, you're going to take your adapter. I'm gonna put this on. Let me move these too. I'm gonna lose these. I need everything right here, y'all. All right, so next you're gonna do this, and you're just gonna go to the right with this, and let's make sure that it's unloosening. So I already got it unloosened already, and it's just simple, y'all. It's not too hard. That's right here. All right, and so then you're just gonna do the same thing for this side too. Hold on for a second, y'all. So move that on out the way. There you go, right there. So maybe you probably put a little pressure on it, but it'll eventually come up. that. Just make sure that it's all good in the hood. Okay. All right, y'all. So now we can actually start. Put this down and put this down. And so we can actually start holding up the arms. All you gotta do is just wiggle the arm and the arm will come up. And so right here where it says, you always know on which arm it is because it says either driver's side or passenger side. Okay. Okay. Then this one right here just slides up as well. All right, y'all. And so now all you gotta do is just take out these little bitty side panels right here. Cause these little bitty side panels, these right here just keep it in line. So definitely hold on to these. Do not lose these. You're gonna definitely need these. That. Okay. Next. All you gotta do now is hold up your windshield wiper cord, just slide it up, and it should just slide up from your window. It's like that, like so. Okay. Like so. There you go. All right. So now you can actually see everything underneath, your windshield wiper motor, everything. And so definitely, y'all. All right. Take that one off. And you pretty much just gonna repeat everything you have done. Yeah, you just gonna pretty much repeat everything you have done on the car. Put in these right here. That. Okay, got that part off. This part off. It's gonna be pretty much just the same as if you're doing the other way, y'all. Just put it back on there. Should fit right in. All right. So now what you're gonna end up doing is coming back over here and just doing it just the same way as you had it before. So just make sure that it's lined up. Okay, let's make sure this lined up with everything. Okay. And it should just slide right in, y'all. with no problems. So like that, slide it right in. All right. Make sure all your tabs are in. Okay, just like that. Okay, should be up under there now. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So it should be in there now. Line it up. Let's see. Sure it's lined up. Okay. Our hole is right there. Okay. Right there. All right, y'all. So pretty much, we are just going to repeat what we just done. So if, so pretty much we're just going to repeat on what we just done. So first, you're going to take in your screws. Here. Put your other screw in right here. Make sure all your screws are tight. And you're just going to take your starlight socket, just like this. Let's make sure that's tight all the way down. Okay. sure that it's up in there. Yeah, y'all. So as you can tell, my holes are together now. My hole is together now. Okay. All right, y'all. And so now the only other thing that you got to do is now put in your anchors with your screws. Now, with that right there being said, y'all, the biggest thing is making sure that it is lined up correctly, because I know, you have some parts that don't want to be lined up, and so now, it's almost like, what was the point of me doing that? Where in this situation, this right here is easy. This right here is not too hard. This right here is really simple. This is an easy job. This is not hard. You do this within 15, 20 minutes. All right. So now you're going to get your anchor with the screw. And you're going to put it in there. So first, take your screw out. Like that. Okay. And now you're going to end up taking your flathead and just drilling it down. Just like that. Now it's in. Okay. And so the thing is, man, these screws are very timid, y'all. Push them out. Alright, y'all. And so now we can push back on it. In place for that one. Yeah, taking a screw. Press it down in there. But the thing is, y'all, make sure that it's in there. So now I'm gonna get to the side paneling. All you gotta do with this, y'all, just make sure that it's lined up with the hole at the bottom, because it should be a hole right here. Just line it up. Just like this. Okay, just make sure that it's lined up with that hole. Yeah. There you go. So it should look just like that. What's going on right here? But yeah, it should look just like this. It's off in the hole. Alright, and then we're gonna do this side the same way. Slide it down. Should be tucked off in there. Just like that. But now we gotta get this side up there first. Got it in there now, y'all. Slide it up. So you should be able to see that hole. Alright, y'all. So we got that one in. Let's see what that. Alright, so I got one more with a screw in there. So yeah, so this right here is how it's gonna look, y'all. You're doing this, unscrewing it. Unscrewing in there. Okay, and so we down to our last one, y'all. All right, y'all. So now this is on how your windshield wiper car should look. So when you are doing this, this is on how it should look. No hole. All the way over, no holes. Upside down. Yeah. And so that right there is how it should look. Let's go ahead and get these wiper arms back on, and we good to go. Oh, first y'all, make sure you do not forget to put in these. Yeah. So all you're doing is just sliding this in right here. It's gonna be a hole right here. It's just gonna slide in right over that hole. Yeah, it's gonna slide in right over this hole, y'all. So the big part at the top, small part at the bottom, slides right in. All right, y'all. And so that right there's how your windshield wiper car should look. So first you're gonna end up putting on your passenger side. So it's just gonna be reverse on what you did. So you end up doing just coming right here, sliding down on it. And taking your bolt, throwing it back on there. Okay. And I'm taking your 1/2-inch socket wrench. Okay. Now you're gonna take in your driver's side, and just doing the same thing that you just did on that side. And kind of just raise it up a little bit. Okay, and then it should and then it should just snap right into place. Okay. Okay, and so now make sure they tight. All right, and so this is on how you know on what side it is. This top side is going to be on the passenger side. Okay, so all you're going to end up doing is coming up here on top, snapping that in. Okay, then you're going to come to this side right here on the driver's side. All right, I'm snapping that in. All right, y'all. So here goes the finished product. Here goes the finished product, y'all. As y'all can tell, so I'm gonna start from the top. All the way around. Screws all the way in. All right, y'all. Well, that right there is the end of this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please let me know what you think about this video. This right here has been a how-to video. This right here is probably one of the simplest jobs that you can actually do on a Ford Fusion. So definitely let me know down in the comment section on what you think about this video. Well, it's your boy 214 Fierro guy, and I'm